Welcome to the heart of the nation's capital. I'm Katie Filling with the Jenn Smira team, and today I'll be your tour guide through Capitol Hill. We'll show you historic landmarks, things to do, great restaurants, parks, and we'll even hear from a local on what it's like to live here. Let's go check it out. Capitol Hill is not just at the center of the country's political life, but it's also one of the oldest neighborhoods in D.C. and the city's largest residential historic district. The Hill has streets lined with beautiful row homes and neighborhood parks, large and small. It's also home to historic landmarks like the Capitol Building, Supreme Court, and Library of Congress. It's very walkable and bike-friendly as well. Capitol Hill's history dates back centuries. In the 1790s, President George Washington selected the site for the future Capitol building. Then the neighborhood began to develop around it. In the early 1800s, the neighborhood quickly became home to members of Congress and their families, and other prominent figures like diplomats and government officials and influential people began to call this neighborhood home. In recent years, Capitol Hill has become a more diverse neighborhood with a growing population of young professionals, families, and students. It also has a thriving arts and culture scene. The shops, restaurants, and cafes continue to charm the locals and visitors alike. Situated at the eastern end of the National Mall, Capitol Hill offers unparalleled accessibility to the other areas of the city. But what locals say they love about living here the most is the peaceful atmosphere and tight-knit community. Today, we are so lucky to be joined by a special guest, Marc Ross, who is actually a real estate agent on our team, as well as a local resident of Capitol Hill. So Marc, tell us, what's it like living in this neighborhood?
Thanks, Katie, for having me. I'm so excited to be here. So I actually grew up in D.C., lived in the Palisades, then moved to Logan Circle, 8th Street Corridor, and in 2019 moved here to Capitol Hill. And Capitol Hill is a great place to live, a strong sense of community and diversity, lots of parks and restaurants. You can walk outside your door to Eastern Market. There's a farmer's market there on the weekend. And we just love how quiet and peaceful it is, the proximity to downtown and the proximity to the mall for culture and museums.
So as our local real estate expert, tell us what types of homes will we find in this area, and what have you seen with the market over the last 5 years?
Well, Capitol Hill is filled with historic and stately properties. Developers have come in over the past 5 years, renovated the homes, bringing them back to life. But there's really a wide diversity of homes on the hill, everything from a one-bedroom condo ranging from $350,000 to $400,000 to a $2 to $3 million beautifully stunning renovated home, all the bells and whistles, 4 to 5 bedrooms, off-street parking. But I would say the average purchaser is probably looking at a single-family house around at $1 million on the hill.
Awesome. Well, Marc, thank you so much for joining us today, and let's go explore the rest of the neighborhood. Now let's talk about some things to do in Capitol Hill. And a few of these might seem obvious, and we've mentioned them a few times, but of course, you're going to want to check out the United States Capitol building. Take in that gorgeous neoclassical architecture, and you can go inside for a tour. Then head across the street to the Supreme Court, the highest court in the land and the pinnacle of our justice system. Then go to the Library of Congress, the world's largest library, and they often have events like happy hours. Check out Eastern Market and Barracks Row, Capitol Hill's retail corridors. Eastern Market is a large historic public market, while Barracks Row is a commercial corridor lined with restaurants, bars, and shops. Then you can head to the Shakespeare Library that's about to reopen after a recent renovation. And finally, check out the many neighborhood parks, like this one, Lincoln Park, which is the largest in the neighborhood and has a fantastic little coffee shop on the corner. Then you can go to Stanton Park, another great tranquil oasis option in this neighborhood. We hope you enjoyed our tour of Capitol Hill. Be sure to subscribe to our channel, as we'll be putting out more videos just like this very soon. Leave a comment below. Let us know what neighborhood tour you want to see next. Thanks for watching.